What's up, everyone? MK Tom Brady here. In this video, I want to talk to you about Mortal Kombat 1's online and the importance of... I don't think people really understand the importance of the search filter that Tweety spoke about in one of his videos and that I briefly touched on. So, in ranked, games like Street Fighter 6 and Tekken 7 currently have this. Tekken 8 presumably will have it as well, which questions why Mortal Kombat has not added this. And why is this important? And I really want to show you guys this, and I hope you bear with me here, because when you see what I'm going to show you, it might make you a little frustrated. So when you are, when you have a filter, basically means you can filter out bad connections, filter out Wi-Fi players, etc. When you are new to the game, new to the FGC, ranked is such a good tool for you, right? It's something very small on the line, as in it's your rank, right? So it's could be very big to you being a new player. It's got a little bit of pressure in that you want to win the set. It's competitive format. It's first to three, which is tournament format. You've got a variety of matchups, a variety of players, which gives you the experience needed to say, I'm ready to enter some of these online tournaments. Now that you have the experience needed, the online tournaments give you the confidence needed. So now you have experience, confidence, you're ready to spend money, travel offline, and thus our tournament scene is built, flourishes. Extremely important for us to grow and continue to grow. However, it can be very frustrating when you spend hours and hours and hours working on something only to realize that it's only viable in certain conditions and you need to go back to the drawing board. That's very frustrating. It's also frustrating as an experienced fighting game player when you get hit by stuff and then you lab it. Why is it hitting me? And you realize why it's hitting, and you realize these are good moves, but the way in which they're being used and being effective are all smoke and mirrors. And here's what I mean by this. So, under certain conditions, take Baraka. Now, I am not saying these moves are not good or that they won't ever hit. What I'm saying is they will never hit in being used as a 50-50 tool. And we all know those people online who use this as a 50-50 tool, right? We all know it. And it doesn't really matter how many times this guy tries to overhead me or mid-low me. Lots of overheads here, I see, but it doesn't really matter. Like, I have no idea when any of these options are coming out. It's not, I'm just casually talking to you guys and I block it every time. So I could block this 500 million times in a row. It will never hit me a single time as a 50-50 tool. And I don't know why, but I'm going to throw in a low option here. I don't know why the low option would be any different, seeing as I'm already, low blocking to start. And none of these things are hitting me, so it's really no different at all. And actually, if you're fast enough, you can actually up block that on reaction. Just takes a lot of practice. The forward three. Now, why am I showing you this? Am I saying these moves are not good or not viable or should never hit? No, I am not. They are very good and they are very viable for their own individual reasons. The forward three has armor breaking properties. The back three, mid-low, hits twice. It could also armor break on slower moves. You could get outspaced. Your poke could miss from ranges. The guy could walk back and your poke misses and you're hit by these things. People will say, well, Tom, you only recorded 3 examples. Of course, you were going to block them all. What if he throws you? Yes, strike throw is very viable. I'm not saying that these moves will never hit you in a strike throw scenario. However, will they hit you simply as this guy's blocking, let me open him up? No. And nobody good will ever tell you this is a viable strategy. Yet you will fight this constantly in Combat League as a viable strategy. And every now and then you'll get opened up by it, despite the fact that you see it and you try to block it and a lot of times still get hit. Smoke is and this is just because sometimes you're going to fight someone 130 MS and that's just the way just the way it is, or someone on Wi-Fi. So Smoke is another one who is egregious at doing this, where he's going to put his pressure on you. He's going to do forward 3 and back 2. And this is probably one of the fakest things you'll ever experience online. Okay, so we'll do back 2. We'll do forward 3. So there's just no possible way. Like, these moves are never going to hit you. Like, never. Like, it's not something that's No, I'll block this 100 million times in a row, and I'm an old man. So, and again, I'm not saying this is what these moves are used for, but people use them as a way to open you up in the right circumstances online, the right conditions online. So they're not really good 50-50 tools, but they become that in certain conditions. And then there's Sub-Zero. You know, hey, look, I was looking for something good for Sub-Zero. I watch a lot of Sub-Zero players. And what I really see is, when I say a lot, I mean like two of them, because there are none. And I noticed that what really seems to be working right now is back 2 into Serena, right? Or back 3 into Serena. And that seems to be a lot of these close down to the wire sets. Sub-Zero makes a big comeback by something like this. Serena's the only way he gets any noticeable damage. Makes the back 2 or back 3 the back 2 especially have a degree of safety. So you get a safe-ish back 2, get a small punish, nothing big, and big damage when it hits. But the point is that it has to hit. So I wanted to test the viability of this, like, you know, like how viable is, hold on, I messed up there. How viable is back 2 into Serena or back 3 into Serena, right? So, and I just don't see where this is going to hit. Like, where is it supposed to hit? Okay, so I'm still waiting. I mean, so I don't see where it's going to hit ever, and I'll block 1,000 of these. So I don't see where back 3 or back 2 are ever going to hit. It's just will never hit outside of the internet, especially the sketchy connections. This will never hit you. Never. You will never go to tournament. Or you will never play in good conditions against somebody competent and open them up with these tactics. These are just 3 characters. There are plenty of characters that have their little, it's 120 MS. I'll sneak this in here. And we have no way to filter this stuff out. Whether you're a new player or a player more on the high end of skill, you want to be able to design your strategies, defend against strategies accurately, hone your craft, play those sweaty sets, and enjoy it. And without the ability to filter out certain things, certain bad connections, Wi-Fi, etc., it's just something that every other game offers, but Mortal Kombat 1. And I just don't understand why. I mean, this is Warner Brothers money we're talking about here. And it's something that so you have the means and your competitors all offer it. So it's just very strange for me that MK1 does not. And hopefully if we raise enough awareness about this, it'll get taken care of and get done. And normally, we have to make a little more noise than most other communities to get things to happen. But if we do, they will generally get it done for us. So just keep that in mind, guys, when giving feedback. And thanks for watching, everyone. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and stay tuned for more content.